So yesterday morning, I went to a different ophthalmologist who is a specialist in the diagnosis that has been given to me. Now, it's not the acute retinal necrosis. Sorry, it is called uveitis. Um, and I talked to him and asked him some questions, and the conclusion was, after he evaluated my eyeball, um, although he didn't talk about why my eye is constantly dilated and fixed and dilated, I should say, um, is that he feels it's getting better. And as a result, instead of 2 times a week, as I have been, he has reduced it to once a week. So I will see him next week on the same day of the week. And also that he didn't feel I needed an injection. Well, okay. I have to trust him as the expert, and I certainly hope that he's correct. We'll certainly see in a week's, in next Tuesday, how he feels about his decision not to give me an injection. We did also discuss the problem of what's causing it, and he suggested, because my cat Sherlock, I'll show you right here. He's right here. That's my cat. That's Sherlock, potato pancake. He did suggest that maybe because Sherlock was a stray, that instead of toxoplasmosis, I got, and I'm going to have to read, I have to find the name on here. It is apparently a, I don't know how to say this right, but the first part is Bartonella henselae. Okay, so it's a bacterial infection. I'm not sure if it's curable or not. Toxo is supposedly not curable. It's Bartonella henselae is responsible for cat scratch disease, Bartonellosis. I looked at the symptoms. I saw that some of the symptoms matched symptoms I had experienced, but others absolutely did not. More did not than did. But he did have them take a sample at the lab to have it evaluated, blood, I mean. And I'll eventually find out whether it's that, because he said in order to determine whether it was like herpes simplex or toxo, they would have to actually take a sample from the back of my eye instead of the front, and that's kind of tricky, because of distances and stuff like that, and yeah, so it has risks. But who knows? Maybe I'll come back as having Bartonella as well as toxo. Because I do have toxo, and I know that I have, like on my lip, I have herpes simplex. How it would have gotten in the back of my eyeball, I don't know, because my understanding of herpes simplex is that it is localized. It requires that you transfer it actively somehow, like scratch your blister and then poke your eyeball or something like that, which I haven't done that, so I don't understand how it could transfer. But I'm not a virologist, so. Anyways, so he made me feel kind of hopeful. He felt that he was progressing well. And certainly the test result, my pressure in this eye was 10. This was actually 16. And then my vision test was, I think it was still 20/30 or maybe 20/25. It wasn't really clear when I asked the technician about it. Yeah, and I did finally get the problem of the prescription for my antiviral straightened out after repeated efforts that were very frustrating for me. But it's finally sorted out, so I don't have to continue to pay every 5 days for the antiviral. Valacyclovir. So that's done. So yeah, that's the way it is, and because it's a bit farther away on the west side of town that I'm not familiar with, I did arrange with my insurance company to have them transport me to and fro. which it's saving me it's saving me money in in terms of not using the car. It's also eliminating the risk of me driving with my eyes possibly still affected by the medications that are being used. So I think that's a win-win for me and for everybody else on the road. So yeah, that's the update I have for yesterday, and I'm sorry for being late. I just kind of got wrapped up in other things and forgot. So have a great day. Thanks for watching.